Maren, I was in New York. I don't go up there a lot. I guess it's pandemic. I don't really do anything up there, but I went up to do some press for some stuff. And
Were you doing the Today Show?
I sure was, like right before you.
Oh, nice.
And that because I saw a picture of you in the green room, and it's like a blue Today Show thing before you walk in or whatever that is, or green. I'm colorblind, but I saw
Were
a picture.
You the day before?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my God! So the day I was doing it, you know who else was on the show but different segments?
Who?
BJ Novak.
Really? He's
From
got a
The
new movie
Office.
out. Yeah, and they say it's really good.
I didn't get to meet him though.
So, would you have said anything to him?
Yes, absolutely.
Because Whitney Cummings was, do you know who that is, the comedian?
Yeah.
She was sharing the dressing room with me, and she is a really big personality. She was very nice, but she's a really big personality. And I was like, I just don't want to bother that big. I don't know. I just felt like I was bothering her. She also probably thought I was like a janitor or something. I don't know what was going on. Because when you drive up and you go in the back door and there's all the paparazzi there.
Yeah.
And there's like 6 or 7 camera guys when you get out of the car.
Yes.
So
not for me, but
yes, for you, for everyone. Yes, for you. But I get out of the car and I'm in a suit because I'm going to go sit in on a couple segments and my wife was with me, but they don't think I'm the famous person and I'm not, but I'm not, they just are taking pictures of her and she's like, and all the pictures of her are like,
she looks like someone.
Yeah, they're like, I think she's a model. And I'm like, wait, no, it's me. So I went in already a little hurt and then nailed the segment. Anyway, my whole point was when I was doing that, I saw your name on Radio City Music Hall when I was driving by.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so cool.
It was a fun show.
It's a big room, like very big, deep, cool room.
Yeah, very high up, like your neck hurts. It's so beautiful though.
Have you played that room before?
I have, yeah. It's stunning every time. Like it just sounds so good. Like most of our shows on this tour have been outside in amphitheaters, and this was our one indoor show aside from like Bridgestone at the end of this year. But we were like, damn, it sounds really good in here.
Do you ever have, or I guess I could ask you which ones were like cool places for one reason or another, venues that you played, and before you played it, you're like, man, this is awesome because I've always wanted to play here.
Yeah. I remember I didn't headline, but I opened for Eric Church at Red Rocks, and that was like crazy. But I had to get an oxygen tank because the altitude was so high for me.
Even to sing.
Yeah, I was making a short joke too. But yeah, I needed like a full tank for how short I am at Red Rocks. But that was like one of those pinch me moments. And now I get to headline it this year.
That'd be cool.
First time.
What about back home? Was there a place that used to go to shows, and then when you finally played it as like the main person, or maybe not home, but maybe a city that was near in Texas that you were like, I can't wait to one day do this?
Yeah, like I remember because I grew up going to American Airlines Center in Dallas to see shows, and when I was on the Keith Urban tour, we went through there, and I definitely had like a major ugly cry on the stage during my church, like in my hometown, because I had like 50 people in the crowd.
During the song, you cried during. So what happens if you cry or you fall or something happens during a song and it throws off the timing of the rest of the song? What will your band do?
Well, for my church, I still get emotional during that song, so we always save it for the end, just in case, the whatever hits the fan and I lose it. I can't really get it back together if I start crying. It's like I'm teetering, and then the tears come, and I'm really off key, and I just, the crowd finishes it for me. Basically, that's what happened that night.
Have you ever fallen, like been in hills and you get jumping around, you fall down? Don't even say no if it's no, because if you do, I don't want to be blamed for it. Just be like, that's a situation I haven't had to address yet.
Not yet. It's going to happen. I know my time is coming. My days are numbered. I'm going to have like a massive fall, and it's going to be on YouTube. I'm just like, I'm emotionally prepared for it, but it just hasn't happened yet.
So this Humble Quest tour is going to go all the way to December. You're ending in Nashville. Yep. It's the final show, so then you finish the show and you just go home and go to bed, right? Like of the tour?
Yeah.
December 2nd is what it says here?
Yeah.
So this show, a lot bigger than the last tour. Are you, the more famous, the more number ones you get, it's almost expected. You need a bigger, flashier show with all the cameras, and is that happening here?
Well, it's the only arena I'm doing of the tour. Like we're doing, Red Rocks, like I mentioned, Hollywood Bowl. We did Radio City. We're doing amphitheaters for the most part.
Those are so big.
Bridgestone.
People in the back would have trouble seeing you if you didn't have big screens now. Like that's a great problem to have.
Yeah, I'm glad there's screens. I've never done an arena like headline, So hope we sell it. I don't know.
Are you
No.
nervous about the? I get nervous for any time a ticket goes on sale for anything. I mean, but I watch. And I'm like, all right, we did 3 today, cool.
Yeah.
And I check in every day. Do you get nervous about that stuff still?
Oh yeah, like especially the first part of a tour. I'm always think no one's gonna come.
Still, even though
Yeah.
you're like, arguably, one of the top 3 to 5 new country artists really dominating the scene, you still are worried that people aren't going to come.
Yeah, well, particularly after COVID, I was like, I don't know if people are gonna. There's so many people going back on tour at the exact same time. I know that fans like really, they can't go to 15 shows in a season. Like they really have to pick and choose. So yeah, I'm always nervous, but it's
So
been
far, so good?
So far, so good. The crowd, and also just the energy has been so loud because everyone's just so like getting blown out of the cannon, ready to go back. And it's been really overwhelming just how loud it's been.
I want you guys to go to MarenMorris.com. All the dates are up there all the way through December 2nd. And they're all really cool, like you said, amphitheaters. But an amphitheater is awesome, especially in like after July.
Yeah, that is nice.
After July,
Yeah.
it's really great. So go check it out. It's the Humble Quest tour, and then we're gonna play the new song though right now. So I saw you post the other day. Maybe it was like even yesterday or today. You're like, all right, this song's at 7. We're fighting right now. Like, how do you feel about the song? How do you feel like it's doing? People singing it back loud at the show?
They are. It's like song 2 in the show, so it is kind of like out of the gate to put a single. But I feel like it's the most. If I can be real here, I mean, it's the most like competitive chart right now, and I've always felt it's a little competitive because I'm a woman and there's like very few of us in there. But I definitely feel like I'm so proud that it's gotten where it's gotten, and it's always amazing when you can ring the bell. I hope we can like get into the top 5, but I just look at the rewards it's like reaped in having any new music out and just being able to tour again. So as much as like I appreciate y'all promoting it, and I know there's a lot of songs you have to play in an hour, but I am very proud of this song, and the fact that I get any radio play at all is kind of a miracle. So
I'm gonna be honest. We play like 2 songs an hour, Maren. We don't really like
2?
playing. We don't even like playing music. We just like to
Yeah.
hear ourselves
Oh,
talk
I
for
get
the
to
most
be
part.
one of the 2? What's the other one?
Yeah, who knows? Probably crap. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes we're out of time and I'll be like, I don't like that song anyway, and we'll cut it. But I tell you, it's
Probably crap.
never circles around this town. Ray, have I ever dropped
Thank
circles around
you.
this town?
Definitely not.
No, because I'll see a song and I'm like, that one ain't that good. So I'll make sure to play the good one. And then, so what do you need me to do? You need me to play it every 5 minutes? What do you need me to do here?
Yeah, I mean, this is crunch time. I don't want to take a spin from a friend, but I really appreciate the help.
What about an enemy? So I'll list some people. You tell me who's your enemy, and we'll take a spin from them.
I'll tell you who I hate after the next. Yeah.
All right, whenever you would go to a gas station as a kid or even now, and they have all the name tags, you buy the keychain with a name on it. Did you ever find a Maren?
No.
I mean, not even in, Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and you're like, wow, this is never once.
Huge population of Marens there. No, never once. It was just not in the cards for me. Even on vacation, when you'd go and try to get a little tourist keychain in like Destin, Florida. Yeah, there's no Marens.
You ever get
Maybe now.
Mary and mark out the Y and then just draw an E in
Yeah.
on it or something like that?
I didn't.
That's such a rite of passage.
I would just have to go to, the Joann's or like the Hobby Lobby and just get the iron-on letters to get my name.
What is
represented.
Maren? Like, where does it come from? I guess I've never even thought about this because you've kind of just been so present in all of our lives. It just becomes normal. I don't know a single other Maren. I've never met another Maren. Why Maren? Were you named after someone?
Yeah. So I think I was originally going to be called Bailey, and my mom was watching an old episode of Battlestar Galactica, and one of the actresses' names, like while she was pregnant, was Maren something, and Maren Jensen, I think. And she's like, "Oh, that goes good with Morris." And so yeah, it's not a stage name. That is my name. I think it's a variation of Mary. I've looked up that it's means of the sea, so maybe like marine.
Yeah, I hate a stage name.
Maren.
I hate anybody that'll put a fake name out there because it's fraud.
Yeah.
Signed Bobby Bones. I saw you duetted what does that mean? Who's this guy right there? You sang with him at what show?
Oh,
Because it's not Idol. I thought it was going to be Idol.
no, it was just like a Dallas guitar show, Battle of the Bands.
Oh, it was a Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
Were you in a band or were you a solo artist then?
I was a solo artist.
And he duetted you on TikTok?
I duetted him, but he was just bringing. I heard about this because it was like going viral, but he did, like, we were all auditioning to be the winner of this Battle of the Bands, and I remember him like very clearly. They won, his band, but he like zooms in on the photo and it's like me next to Casey Musgraves, and we're like probably 14 or 15, and the end of his TikTok was like, we won the battle, but they won the war.
I think I saw too.
We lost.
You and Gavin DeGraw, I don't know who TikTok too, but you and Gavin DeGraw were up on one together.
Yeah, I'm trying to be better at TikTok. I'm not very good at it. I feel kind of like a boomer when I use it, but I kind of prefer it now to Instagram, just as far as scrolling through, and
Which is why Instagram tried to create themselves as TikTok.
which I wish they should stop. Like I don't think you should try to be the other.
Well, Instagram is Snapchat. They stole Snapchat, and now we don't even think of Snapchat as much anymore because all the stories was just Snapchat. So
Right.
now Instagram's going to do TikTok, and then we're not going to know TikTok, and we're just going to know Instagram, and they're going to rule our world, and we're all going to have an Instagram chip in our head, and that's it. The world's going to end, probably just like that. You heard it here first. That's Maren Morris, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, Maren's out on the road. She's got a lot of shows left. If, let's say, you are under the weather and you have a show, what is a tip for somebody out there that has something, a wedding or a situation at work and they're feeling sick? What can they do to actually get up for that day? Because I'm sure it happens all the time where you're sick, you're under the weather, and you got to perform. What can you do to make sure you can get through the next 12 hours?
Oh, well, I've done kind of every potion you can do to get through the show. I mean, if you don't feel right, like throat coat tea, I've gone and done the like steroid shot that gets you like, through the next 90 minutes.
What if you lose your voice? What's the key to getting your voice back quickly?
Oh, a steroid shot.
Just go to the doctor.
But they're not good for you. So honestly, 1 a year is okay. But
That's all you're supposed to get?
How
Oh
many
my
do you
God.
get?
Maybe 6 or 7? I didn't know you're supposed to get one a year.
Oh.
Are you serious?
I think they stay in your system for a long time.
That's why I'm so jacked, boys.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
Crazy energy.
why I'm so
Yeah.
jacked.
But as I've had a few like, oh no moments, like where I was like, I cannot cancel this show, and we'll do the steroid, and it brings your voice back for like the night, but then you feel like absolute crap for like 3 days.
That's always the problem with it. That's why I feel like crap most of the time, guys.
That's it.
I get
It's
one
all
basically
all the roids
every
that you're
single
on.
month. Maren Morris is here. Again, go check out her show. She is on tour till December. She's all over the country. She's so many dates. And you're doing more than just Friday, Saturdays. You're out on different nights of the week too. Sometimes
I do
Thursdays.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're about to do our West Coast run, so that'll be longer. But yeah, I have my son out with me on the bus, so having just like 3 days is enough. I feel like the weekend warrior thing is good when you have a toddler on a bus.
Can I ask you a question about him?
Yeah.
So
Please.
I was with your husband, and he was saying that he was going to a swimming lesson. Now he is quite small. How does he do swimming?
He loves it now. Like the first few times were tough, but he loves the water. He's definitely like a water boy. Like he loves baths. He loves the lake. He
The
loves
first
boats.
time you put him in, though, like what do they do? Do they just hold them in, or do they throw and go, all right, buddy, let's see what happens?
We didn't do that whole like ISR, I think that's what it's called, where you like they have to be little, but they like throw the kid in the water and they have to like learn to float. We didn't do that. Although I've heard that works. No, but they're scared. He was scared at first because he couldn't touch the bottom. So you're just like holding him. But
Same.
now he loves it. Same.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, we probably all went through this, but no, he's doing good. We're about to start potty training on Sunday, so I'm like trying to gear myself up for that emotionally.
Why emotionally? What's the hardest thing that you have heard about potty training?
I mean, everyone has a different horror story, and then some people are like, my kid learned in 2 seconds, but I don't have any context. I have a boy. I don't know. I feel like Ryan's going to have to help out on certain things, but it's like a 3-day thing. Like the first day is they don't wear any clothes.
Sounds like a wellness camp. Naked, 3 days.
Yeah. And you just teach them like, sorry, this is like TMI, but like you just teach them to like learn the sensation and then like where to put it, like go to the toilet. But yeah, I'm like going from the road to right into a potty training 3-day marathon.
Eddie just potty trained the baby, right?
Well, yeah, but I don't do any of that stuff. I just kind of like, I mean, my boy's almost 4 and he just pooped in the potty. So like we're
4?
Yeah. So I mean,
Okay.
people like to just kind of
Like,
grab
I
the bull by the
have another
horns.
2 years until that happens. Oh my god.
Punt it for a while. Okay, good luck, Maren.
Yeah,
Awesome.
thanks.
Love to see you. You guys follow Maren on Instagram and Twitter at Maren Morris. She is out on the road, the Humble Quest Tour. Get tickets. You can find every which way to get tickets. And I'm going to give Circles Around This Town a couple extra plays.
Thanks.
And I'm going to take away from those people you told me during the break that you hated. So
Thank you.
that's what we're going to do. That's right. We're going to make sure that he does not get a spin.
Oh,
no, I'm just
no.
kidding. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
She didn't.
It's in the ether
She
now.
said,
No.
I'm just,
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh,
I'm gonna
stop.
kill you.
I'm going to bleep both names out anyway, so nobody can even hear what I'm saying. All right, Maren Morris. Thank you, Maren.
Thank you.